Good morning from Capitol Hill. The Senate returns from break, and dropped into its lap is the One Big Beautiful Bill. It's the legislation President Trump wants to have approved by 4th of July to sign. It's the start of June. There are a number of Republican senators who think the bill needs changing, perhaps for various reasons. Some are worried about spending too much and adding an extra $4 to $5 trillion to the national debt on top of the deficits we're already running. As it is, this year, Uncle Sam is on track for more than $2 trillion in deficits. The bill would raise the debt limit by $5 trillion, maybe covering a couple of years. And there's the rub for some Republicans like Senators Rand Paul and Ron Johnson. Even though the spending cuts target reducing the size of government while hitting Medicaid and food stamps the hardest, that will be nowhere near enough to offset the increases in defense and border spending. Throw in the tax cuts. The president wants a new, plus re-upping the original tax cuts, and Uncle Sam would be nowhere near close to reducing the expected deficit, let alone balancing the books as a pipe dream. Other senators worry about constituents that might get kicked off Medicaid. The red states tend to have higher percentages of lower income people than the blue states. President Trump understands a significant amount of changes may be made to the House version that passed by a single vote last month. He said little about what has to stay in the House version, though on CBS's Face the Nation Sunday, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said what would be White House red lines.
The president has his campaign promises that he wants to fulfill for working Americans. So it's no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, deductibility of auto loans for American-made automobiles.
So those have to stay in.
Those have to stay in.
On the opposite train of thought are GOP senators who don't want cuts to Medicaid, especially, and there may be 3 or 4 of them. If the bill does get changed, which is almost certain, it will then require a House-Senate conference to come up with one final big, beautiful bill. On Capitol Hill, with ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.